Imagine tossing a pebble into a still pond. What happens? You see ripples, right? They spread out from where the pebble landed, getting bigger and bigger. Our lives are a lot like that. Every choice, every action is like a pebble creating ripples in eternity. Think about that. Every decision we make doesn't just end with us. It spreads out, touching the lives of others and even impacting the future. We may not always see it, but our lives have a ripple effect on eternity. This might seem like a lot of pressure, but it's actually very exciting. It means that we have a part to play in something much bigger than ourselves. God sees our lives from an eternal perspective. He sees the potential, the purpose, the amazing things that can happen when we choose to follow His plan. Our lives are filled with possibilities, each one a chance to make a difference in the world and for eternity. Our lives are like a tapestry, woven together with countless threads of decisions. Every day we're given a new thread, a chance to choose love over hate, forgiveness over anger, faith over fear. Each choice, no matter how small, adds to the tapestry of our lives and the lives of those around us. Think about the threads in your own life. Some threads are bright and beautiful, filled with joy, love, and kindness. Others might be darker, representing times of pain, mistakes, or regrets. But here's the amazing thing: God can use it all. He can take even our darkest threads and weave them into something beautiful and purposeful. Remember the story of Joseph in the Bible? His own brothers sold him into slavery. Talk about a dark time. But God used that experience to elevate Joseph to a position of power in Egypt, where he ultimately saved his family from famine. God sees our lives from a perspective we can't even imagine. His view encompasses the past, present, and future all at once. He sees not just who we are now, but who we were created to be. He understands our true identity, the essence of our being. He sees the potential within each of us, the masterpiece waiting to be unveiled. Every talent, every strength, and every possibility is clear to Him. And just like a loving artist wouldn't force their creation, God doesn't force us to follow a specific path. He respects our autonomy and our ability to make choices. He gave us free will, the ability to choose our own way. This freedom is a gift, allowing us to explore, learn, and grow. But He also gave us a guidebook, the Bible, filled with wisdom and guidance to help us make the best choices. It's like a roadmap, offering direction and insight. Think of it this way: God is the artist, we are the masterpiece, and the Bible is the artist's handbook, filled with tips and techniques to help us reach our full potential. It provides the tools we need to navigate life's challenges. He's cheering us on, guiding us, and longing for us to choose the path that leads to true fulfillment and joy. His encouragement is constant, a gentle nudge towards our best selves. He's not looking down, waiting for us to mess up. Instead, He watches with a loving gaze, filled with hope and anticipation. He's looking at us with love, hope, and anticipation, eager to see what amazing things we'll accomplish with our lives. Every step we take, every decision we make, He is there, supporting us with unwavering love. Now, you might be thinking, what's my purpose? What is God's plan for my life? That's a great question. And the answer is as unique as you are. Your purpose isn't some grand, unattainable goal. It's about living each day with intention, choosing love, kindness, and compassion in every situation. It's about using your unique gifts and talents to make a difference in the world, no matter how big or small. Maybe your purpose is to be a loving parent, a supportive friend, a dedicated teacher, or a skilled craftsman. Maybe it's to volunteer your time, share your smile, or offer a helping hand to those in need. The important thing is to seek God's guidance in everything you do. Pray for His direction, listen to that still, small voice within, and trust that He will lead you to the path He has for you. Section 5. The example of Jesus, a life of purposeful decisions. When we look at the life of Jesus, we see the ultimate example of a life lived with purpose and intention. Every decision He made, every word He spoke, every action He took was in alignment with God's plan. His life was a testament to living with divine purpose. Remember what Jesus said in John 6:38? "For I have come down from heaven not to do my will, but to do the will of Him who sent me." This statement encapsulates His mission and dedication. Jesus lived to fulfill His Father's purpose. And guess what? We're called to do the same. Our lives are meant to reflect His love and purpose. We're called to live our lives in a way that honors God and brings His love and light to the world. Every act of kindness, every moment of compassion, think about the decisions you make every day. Are they driven by fear, selfishness, or the desire to please others? Or are they guided by love, compassion, and a desire to follow God's will? Reflect on your motivations and intentions. When we seek guidance through prayer, we align ourselves with a higher purpose. When we choose to follow Jesus' example, we're choosing to live a life of purpose, meaning, and eternal significance. Embrace this path and let your decisions be a reflection of divine love and purpose. In doing so, we not only honor God, but also find true fulfillment. Section 6. Saints and their echoes. Throughout history, there have been countless men and women who understood the power of living a life of purpose. These individuals, often revered and remembered as saints, have left an indelible mark on the world through their unwavering faith and dedication. These are the saints, the heroes of faith, who chose to follow God's plan even when it was difficult. Their journeys were not always easy, but their commitment to their beliefs and their willingness to sacrifice for a greater good set them apart. Take Mother Teresa, for example. Her life was a testament to the power of selfless service. She dedicated her life to serving the poorest of the poor, showing them Christ's love and compassion. Her work in the slums of Calcutta brought hope and dignity to those who had been forgotten by society. Her decisions echoed through eternity, inspiring millions to live a life of service. The legacy she left behind continues to motivate people around the world to act with kindness and generosity. Or consider Saint Francis of Assisi, who gave up a life of wealth and privilege to follow God's call to rebuild the church and serve the poor. His transformation from a wealthy young man to a humble servant of God is a powerful story of redemption and purpose. His decision to live a life of radical simplicity and love continues to inspire people centuries later. These saints weren't perfect. They faced their own struggles and doubts, but their faith carried them through. They were ordinary people who chose to do extraordinary things with their lives by saying yes to God. Their stories remind us that greatness often comes from humble beginnings and simple acts of faith. They understood that every decision, no matter how small, had the power to make a difference for eternity. Their lives serve as a powerful reminder that we all have the potential to make a lasting impact through our faith-driven choices. Section 7. Infinite possibilities, one life. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day and lose sight of the bigger picture. But when we remember that our lives have eternal significance, it changes everything. It gives us the courage to dream bigger, to love deeper, and to live with more intention and purpose. You see, God has placed within each of us a unique set of gifts, talents, and passions. And He has a plan for how those gifts can be used to make a difference in the world. Don't be afraid to step out in faith and use your gifts to bless others. Don't be afraid to chase after your dreams, knowing that God is walking with you every step of the way. Your life is a gift, a precious opportunity to leave your mark on the world. Embrace the possibilities, step into your purpose, and watch as God does amazing things through you. Now, we've talked about the amazing possibilities that come with making good decisions, but we also need to talk about the weight of our choices. The truth is, not all decisions are easy. Some are incredibly difficult, and the consequences can be long-lasting. But even in those tough moments, remember that God is with you. He's not waiting for you to mess up. He knows you're going to make mistakes. We all do. But He loves you unconditionally, and He's always there to pick you up when you fall. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." When we trust in God's guidance and seek His will, even our mistakes and wrong turns can be used for good. There's a verse in the Bible that I love. It's Deuteronomy chapter 31 verse 6, and it says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them, for the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." You are not alone on this journey. God is right there with you every step of the way. He's cheering you on, He's guiding your steps, and He's ready to help you overcome any obstacle that comes your way. So don't let fear hold you back. Don't let the weight of your choices paralyze you. Step out in faith, knowing that God is with you and He'll never leave your side. Life is a journey, not a destination. It's not about being perfect or getting everything right. It's about learning, growing, and becoming more like Christ each and every day. So embrace the journey. Embrace the ups and downs, the twists and turns, the joys and the sorrows. For in all of it, God is working for your good. Remember, every decision, every experience, every interaction is shaping you into the person you were created to be. Don't be afraid to take risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to live a life that is full of passion and purpose. Your life is a symphony, a beautiful melody composed of countless notes, chords, and harmonies. Each decision you make, every action you take, adds to the richness and depth of your song. And just like a symphony is meant to be shared, your life has the power to touch and inspire others. You are a masterpiece in the making, a unique and irreplaceable part of God's grand design. So live your life with purpose. Live it with passion. Live it with the knowledge that every decision echoes through eternity. You have a part to play in God's plan, a song to sing, and a story to tell, and the world is waiting to hear it.